Hey everybody, and welcome back to another monthly devlog video. I'm Nick from Baka Entertainment, and we are doing our devlog for July. Had a lot of really cool stuff happen this month. I'm joined in this video by the creative director of Baka Entertainment and of Chaos Kart, Danny. So, how did we do this month, Danny?
Hey, Nick. We had quite a lot of stuff. I think we did pretty well. This month was a little less focused on mechanics. Like last time, we kind of trying to show off the driving and getting the basics of the um, driving mechanics going and some of the animations going. And so this month was a lot more aesthetic planning. We had a lot of voice acting going on with a couple different champions and a lot of sound design. But also a lot of like champion prep and concept, and I think we did pretty well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to showing off some of the stuff today about that. So
Well, very cool, very cool. I think let's just go ahead and dive right in. Let's see what we did. Do you want to
awesome.
show off Hookbeard first?
Yeah. Let's get some Hookbeard
Yeah,
going.
let's do that.
Yeah. So first off, I'll just show you real quick. This is the mood board, and a lot of this was shown in a lot of the videos I did for Hookbeard modeling. But this is just to show off kind of like what I had to do. So this is just the general pre-planning. Was just I just gathered a bunch of pictures and kind of made a collage for designing Hookbeard. Anyone who's interested in that, yeah, please check out some of the Hookbeard modeling videos that we're posting. And but yeah, this kind of just shows a general aesthetic about props and character design and kind of like a little bit about like who's your references are. And Hopebeard himself, um, here we so this is kind of like a screenshot of kind of like his finished model so far, and a couple different angles. And I actually had Caitlin do a sketch over for some extra props and some critique and kind of how his anchor is going to kind of turn out to be silhouette wise. Um, yeah, there's a lot on Hookbeard for sure. Actually, here's a bunch of the anchors that she had concepted previously, and we kind of figured out what would be what worked for Hookbeard the most anyway.
Wow, that
Um,
looks really cool.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun, and so he basically is our hook champion for now, and so we wanted to obviously to make it to where he could hook, but we were thinking, oh, maybe he could just like throw it like a football and almost like spear a cart.
So he's
So
kind of
we were
he's
thinking
kind of
about
like
that.
Roadhog from Overwatch, right?
He's a lot like
Where he
Roadhog.
just like hooks other characters. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually his design is based off of kind of the silhouette of Roadhog, kind of like
I
the
can see it.
larger dude in that. Yeah, and
It's nice and
something that
chunky.
could hoist a nice, yeah, chunky a nice anchor, which is not be you have to be a substantial kind of person to be able to pull that off.
You gotta be a little beefy if you're gonna carry
I,
around a heavy anchor. Yeah,
yeah, I imagine so.
yeah.
But let's see. We're also gonna have some nice tats for him. We're kind of planning out some nice things for because pirates need to have some tats, and that's kind of how it
Oh,
goes.
I like the one on the right with the. Well, they all look awesome, but I kind of
Yeah,
like the siren kind of look on the
I do
right. That
too.
looks kind of cool.
Yeah, that's the one I'm probably gonna go with. Kind of like the siren's tail, kind of wrapping around the arm. In fact, that's kind of like what his ship is called, and we're gonna have probably the Kraken on the back or something rather than the arm. But yeah, that was my favorite, and I'm like, I really like to go with the siren. Um,
That's cool.
and then the last little bit was just another video we did, the pre-playing for audio. We had Gary Scales. This is kind of like what I showed him, a little bit like a small one sheet about Hookbeard, and just a lot of planning goes into a character. You can't just like model something and not know what it's going to be about. In the last supporting document I had for him was like it's a Word file, this is just his like all the lines, and this is kind of what I sent him. It's kind of like an Excel sheet format. Like these are the scenarios on the left, and what he would say on the right. So you have the different forms. Anyway, yeah, and we'll have when now that we've had it recorded, he had recorded all his lines. We'll have the sound designers cut all these different individual lines, and we'll have to have call scripts to um, whenever we want to proc those lines and everything in engine, and a small like randomizer for these different lines. Anyway,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and let's see. All right, here we have a lot of. Oh, let's go with Lancelot next. I think we had some kind of fun concept with him.
We did, yeah,
So
we did a
Lancelot,
lot of stuff with Lancelot
we
this month, didn't we?
we did. Yeah, he's a fun champion. Um, I r- so I really wanted to have a champion from the actual medieval world that we're building currently. So we have kind of like a Smash Brothers esque thing going on where each map that we have for the most part would have champions that derive from that area. Um, Here's some of the concepts that Caitlin is going with.
So
And
cool.
each layer represents like a new like the further variations that she was going with after I approved certain silhouettes and stuff like that, and it got refined and refined until we came up with this final product. Yeah, Caitlin's been an awesome concept artist for us for kind of working with me and definitely sends me constant screenshots and everything for what we're doing. For faces, we had a bunch of faces, but I like this one for him. I think that kind of that pompous holy knight kind of character with the kind of this cursed gauntlet. It was kind of that. That's kind of the. I thought he kind of looked like this, like a pretty boy kind of thing. We might have in the future like some like other kind of strong knight characters or maybe archer or something like that in this world, but I thought this would be a kind of a fun first one. So he'll probably be driving some kind of like even though chariots weren't actually in that era, it would be kind of fun to have like a chariot and so some kind of like let's be his weapon like um or was it like some kind of shadowy horses was the plan for his motor, because there's obviously no motor in medieval era, so we had to be more creative with like magic.
Bend the rules a bit. It's okay.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah. If we want to have like medieval and futuristic and modern all racing at the same time, I doubt that horse and buggy would be able to compete.
Yeah, and we also have knights faring off against pirates, so I think we're all good.
Right, right. So here's what some of the variations that we had for his weapon, and we ended up coming at the end of it where we have some further variations past this that I'm currently working out right now, where there'll be like either a lion head or a horse head for like a unicorn type for the actual handguard. So that should be a fun variant when we get that going.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's Lancelot. So next we have let's bring out Rex. I think Rex is a fun one.
We could talk about Rex, yeah.
So Rex here is his original concept art. So he'll probably I think it's probably for his ultimate or something. So he's like the cyborg dog character. We actually got some voice lines in from Clay, which is really funny. Seeing this like cybernetic voice of with dog character come to life. But anyways, he'll be able to launch his arm kind of like a rocket fist, but also like it can come apart and do like a nice blast similar to Mega Man. So he'll be a fun champ to work with and play with. And here's his model that we were getting in.
There it is.
Yeah. So he's actually rigged so his hand will pop off, similar to in this ultimate. We're actually having it probably where his palm will come up and it'll just shoot through the wrist, and then his whole arm can come off with that rocket punch, and this like little shoulder pad will like lift up as that's happening. So it should be a lot of fun, kind of working with him and seeing how his vehicle's going to be as well.
That's awesome. And just for those who are wondering, rigged means if a model has a rig, it allows you to like actually animate it.
Oh yeah, it's basically the bone structure of the character. Yeah, like if I make the model, then I'll send it off to the rigger to add bones, and then that will be sent off to the animator, who will actually do the animations and the attacks and stuff. So let's see. I think next could be let's see. Let's do talk next.
Yeah, let's talk about talk.
Let's talk about talk. Yeah. So this is Talk's original concept art, and we just had a paint a color over, I guess, for kind of like what his theme's going to be. We we want to have a little bit more contrast from the green world. Well, in general, just the environment. Have a little more saturation to add a little more interest in the characters. Have them glow a little bit more, whereas the environments might be a little more faded. Anyway, so yeah, we have kind of this like I'd say turquoise-esque color with yellow and brown being his primaries. Yeah, kind of just having a nice color scheme swatch type thing is nice for each champ, as well as their mechanics for layout. And then we actually have our first, or our second actually, vehicle that's almost finished. This is Talk's vehicle that Brandon was working on, and it's a phenomenal artist.
Very good.
Yeah,
very
awesome artist. But yeah, these pipes will kind of dance around as he's kind of driving and everything, kind of like the old school Disney. He has like his levers and everything. We want to have this guy be a very steampunky aesthetic. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, that's
I'm definitely getting that vibe from all the like twisty and curvy pipes and stuff. So
yeah, we got some like some different like, I guess like gears and yeah, pipes. Yeah, it's definitely, we want to have that kind of.
I'm also really getting some McCree vibes too from his weapon.
Oh, McCree?
It looks like the Peacekeeper, doesn't it? Or am I crazy? Am I crazy?
I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah, got the silhouette going on. I thought it looked like a water gun a little bit, but that's supposed to be like electricity.
Yeah,
so.
The super soaker.
But it'll make a lot more sense when we add some VFX in those little like in those zones, and have like that electricity kind of vibe going for Talk. So like steam and electric.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Was there anything else you wanted to touch on, or?
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna do just the last character I want to talk about is Revenera, our mage champ, and then the final thing would be the like a little bit of the environment aesthetic, and that'll be basically it. So,
okay.
Yeah, for Revenera, this was some of the OG concept art.
Look at that! You even got the pencil. I love
it. Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, Andy is one that did the concept art for this girl, and just it's a really awesome artist, concept artist. Check him out on Instagram for sure. But yeah, so this girl is kind of the idea for her is you have this like cursed spell book that she actually draws her spells from. That'll like kind of talk to her. It's kind of like the tongue, even though it's like a book kind of like your space keeper and everything. And then but yeah, she'll have a similar she'll have kind of spells that will send out and then return back. And so you have two chances of hitting somebody. Similar to Ari from League of Legends, it'd be a good kind of what we're referencing off of and everything. A lot of the mechanics will have some kind of form of origin, or like I just liked and everything, or one of us were suggesting. But anyway, yeah, she'll be a mage champion, probably similarly from the Lancelot realm in this first world. And we have another kind of idea for how her vehicle would be. More motorized instead of like the broomstick.
That poor cat.
Oh yeah. We'll probably actually give him a little seat or something so he won't be trapped on the motor.
So he's not strapped to the engine, man. He's holding on for dear life.
He is, yeah. So we're thinking about him either writing the book or having a little seat for himself, rather than being strapped for sure. And we have kind of like the cursed book starting concepting, which is kind of fun. And then we have work in progress from Elisa, who's making the character model for her.
Oh, awesome.
But yeah, that's it for the champion so far. We worked on Mallet Boy a little bit, but mostly trying to figure out coloration for him since his model's finished. And then the last thing I want to talk about real quick is the environment art for this world. So right now it's just a white box kind of world, and so right now we're kind of going with like a stylized kind of feel, very, and again, we want to have the characters more saturated and the environments a little more faint color, a little bit more, so they're not the precipice of what people are looking at, like what the character or the player is gonna draw to. So you have a very, very stylized kind of cartoony aesthetic. This is kind of like it's kind of like the dirt ground, and then we have here like the straw straw roofs of some of the villager houses, the peasant houses.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, we got a big draw for the aesthetic from well, it's kind of like if you've seen Futurama, then Disenchantment is the show after that, and we kind of got a lot of Disenchantment vibes with how we're gonna run this world. Yeah, so it's kind of like this is the straw roof right here that we're kind of going off of, and we might have that in more peasant houses and like these like fun tile roofs and something like that. But anyway, the environment's gonna definitely take a minute to flesh out, and we'll start getting some environment art in this next month. And but right now we're kind of getting some tileables to automate a lot of the big real estate areas and everything, like the grounds and the rooftops and stuff like that. So yeah, a whole lot of aesthetic going on this month.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like a lot of cool stuff going on for the racers and the champions as well. So
Absolutely.
yeah, and I know we touched on it a bit earlier. We also have some pretty cool sound videos as well. That if you guys are at all interested in sound design, Clay and Sean are awesome, and they know a lot about what they're talking about. So like, check out those videos; they are freaking awesome. So
Yeah, absolutely. We they did a whole lot this month too, and it's just really cool to see their audio in action and like their editing in action. We have some Lancelot voices and Rex voices, and of course Hookbeard's voices from Gary Scales, and then they just kind of edit them down and refine them. And then Clay gets them in an engine. Just fantastic sound designers for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Well, was that just about that's a heck of a lot for 1 month. So you know, like, is there anything that we missed or?
I think that we'll probably show more mechanics and more additions to the environment and everything on the next wrap up video. I think that it was kind of important to show off some of the aesthetics and pre-planning we were doing this month, just to kind of really show and give some awareness to what we've been pulling off. That's not directly an engine, but yeah, I just we have some mechanics that we didn't show and some other things that we can definitely wrap that up in the next month. And yeah, I'm just excited to kind of show off this time. So yeah,
Awesome. Well, awesome. Thank you, Danny, so much for joining me on this little monthly devlog that we got going on. So and thank you guys so much for watching and supporting us during all this. This is
absolutely
great, and we seriously can't do it without the viewers. So you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check out our Patreon, the support is very much appreciated. And we have a lot of really cool stuff for people that decide to support us. And even if you don't pay, like, it's okay. Any kind of support is helpful. So
yeah, just watching us on YouTube and just checking out what we're doing and just being viewers and being fans. I appreciate everyone that's kind of following what we're doing here, and thanks for watching again. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And make sure you guys stay safe out there in this world.
Yes, please indeed. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, click that like button, and if you want more updates on our game dev videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Baka Bros Entertainments. And yeah, cool. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you when we see you.
Yeah, we'll see you next month. Yeah.
Peace, guys.